I swear, Togashi in an alternate universe had to have been a game designer. I think a lot of us who are deep in the Hunter x Hunter fandom know about the theory that Togashi, during his hiatuses, is just playing Dragon Quest instead of drawing Hunter x Hunter. And while a lot of us know that's probably not the case, Togashi's love for gaming is seen all across Hunter x Hunter. This is obviously going to contain spoilers for Hunter x Hunter, so you do not want to be spoiled. Please keep scrolling. Togashi is throwing in his love of games even as early as the beginning of the series. The Hunter exam prerequisites, as I call them, the section with the boat, the section with the women in the quiz, and identifying the Kiriko, are all tests of mental and physical fortitude for anyone who wants to find the Hunter exam. And of course, like I just stated, the quiz game is a part of that journey to finding the Hunter exam. The woman asks a question about saving your mother or saving your lover that have been captured by villains, and your answer will determine whether or not you find the next part of the prerequisite of the exam. Next, let's talk about the Hunter exam proper. Once you have passed all your prerequisites and you have found the Hunter exam, now you get into the real thing, the tests that separate the normal everyday person from the truly abnormal, the supernatural, the people with the ability to become great hunters. The Hunter exam, again, another test of skill, another test of strength, intelligence, endurance. This is going to press all of the buttons that a person has that shows whether or not they are truly committed and willing to be a hunter. The Hunter exam has games within games. It kind of feels like a combination of like Ninja Warrior and The Amazing Race. Some of these, in all good conscience, I can't call them games. Some of these are just a test of your sanity. What are we doing, bro? Cliff diving? Off the cliff? Spider eagles? When they start making those? Yeah, nah, I'm straight. The most obvious inclusion of gaming in the Hunter exam is, of course, Trick Tower. Trick Tower is the section of the exam where prisoners, who will probably never see the light of day, choose your fate in order for them to get their sentences reduced. This, I believe, was Togashi's first inclusion of rock, paper, scissors into the series, but there were other games in this section as well. And the prisoners did what they could in order to cheat at these games, but of course they did not succeed. Of course, we have the most extreme game of tag I've ever seen, and that's the section of the exam where you are stealing the tags from your opponents. And anything goes in this section of the exam. Anything. As long as you get the tag and last until time is up, you're going into the final phase of the exam. The final phase was a one-on-one combat section. In this section, you could not take the life of your opponent, which is strange because in the last section, you could take the life of your opponent. But I get it for thematic reasoning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that the hunter who has lost has given up their dreams of becoming a hunter. You can try again, but for now, your dreams are shattered. Like, I get it. I understand it. But of course, this is where we have the iconic fight between Gon and Hanzo, as well as when we were introduced to Killua's brother, Illumi. Speaking of Killua and Illumi, the Killua retrieval arc contained the coin game. This is a game that the butlers of the Zoldyck estate kind of put together to test Gon and his friends' resolve to take back Killua. A simple game of which hand is the coin in could have been very devastating if the team weren't able to get Killua back. Next, debatably one of the greatest training arcs of all time, Heaven's Arena. Heaven's Arena is interesting because it has a kind of traditional martial arts exhibition style feel to it, where in the matches you only gain points off of knockdowns, clean hits, and I believe what they called critical hits. Think of Gon getting smacked by one of the spinning tops or Hisoka getting his arm chopped off. I think losing an arm is a little bit more than a critical hit, but I'll let it slide because Hisoka won the match against Castro anyway. The only example of games in York New, I believe, was the arm wrestling. This is where we see kind of like the hierarchy of the Phantom Troop based on who typically wins in arm wrestling. And just like a lot of things, the arm wrestling we cannot take at face value. We seen what Phaeton did in the Chimera Ant arc. I don't think we could take the arm wrestling at face value. Now on to Hunter x Hunter, the game, the arc, Greed Island. Greed Island has a lot of games within the game of Greed Island. First, there's the whole collectathon nature of the game itself. You collect these cards, you can trade these cards have different values and purposes, they do different things. Togashi clearly had a very strong vision for this part of the story. Of course, we have the rock, paper, scissors here as well. This is where Gon gets the inspiration for his Jajanken technique, as well as the dodgeball that he plays against Razor. Like, Greed Island is just so crazy when you think about the fact that only Nen users can enter Greed Island. So you enter in the Greed Island game space from finding a game and using your Nen and memory cards to activate the game, as well as the ring and the binder that's used within the game itself. It feels very like, I don't want to say Dragon Quest because, you know, we all know Togashi's connection to Dragon Quest, but still, like, he clearly takes inspiration from the games that he plays. So there is a way to enter Greed Island from outside the Nen virtual reality game space parameters. Like, it is a physical location in the world. The space around Greed Island is just, I guess, a Nen barrier preventing people from entering from the outside. If someone were to try to enter from the outside, they are then, of course, met with a member of Greed Island. In the case of the Phantom Troop trying to enter Greed Island, they were met by Razor. Rest in peace to Uvo, because I would pay any amount of money to see Uvo versus Razor. Of course, we have the Chimera Ant arc next, and we can't talk about the Chimera Ant arc without bringing up Gongi. Gongi is a completely fictional game made by Togashi, which is interesting when you think that he's actually created a legacy for the game within the series itself. The game, I believe, is played in like different lands, and they have like tournaments for it. He's of course created his own rules and like names for the pieces within the game, and you know, the spaces in which those pieces are restricted to move to. You know, he's thought of everything when it comes to Gongi. And of course, Gongi is a very strong piece of the Chimera Ant arc itself. This is where we get a lot of internal monologues with Meruem. This is where Meruem connects with Kumugi. It's the space where Meruem truly believes that he has found an equal. Go watch the Chimera Ant arc. Just go watch it again. And the games don't stop there. Even within the current arc of the manga, the Succession Contest, there are games within there as well. Morena Prudo's ability has been likened to a game in the description of its ability. Once you are infected by her ability Contagion, you are at level 0, and taking the lives of different people around the Black Whale 1 increases your level. There are points designated to different people, like regular people have a certain point value, Nen users have point values, and princes have point values. Of course, we have Morena's negotiation game, that is, of course, another game with a whole set of rules. And of course, very recently in the manga, we have Furykov's ability. Furyakov is the guard of the first Prince Benjamin. When he spawns his Hatsu, it comes in the shape of a laptop, and the laptop gives him like a game overview of what's going on. Someone's Nen ability, how to decipher their Nen ability, as well as in some cases how to dispel the curses of the Nen ability. I mean, when you think about it, Hunter x Hunter is a very long game of catch me if you can between Gon and his father. Maybe at some point we can get a good Hunter x Hunter game, because Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact, I think, is the grossest mishandling of the IP in video game form that I've seen so far.